Casio have done something Tissot weren't able to do. Make a stainless steel digital watch that everyone will love. Let's get into it! Yes, and welcome to the Mad Watch Collector Show. Now, a couple of weeks back, Tissot, the Swiss entry-level watch brand, did the unfathomable. They took one of their most popular watches at the minute, pulled out the mechanical movement, and slapped in a digital one. Well, in doing that, Tissot were able to create the most irrelevant and most disliked watch of 2023. Plus, they wanted to charge you £320 for it. So Tissot, leave it to the experts. And experts, I obviously mean Casio. Yes. Now, over the recent years, Casio have been releasing some of their absolute beauties from back in the day. I reviewed the AQ800, which is a re-release of the AQ450, the LF20W, which was a re-release of the A120W, but the A100, which is a re-release of the F100. Now, the watch I'm going to show you today was first released in 1978 alongside the F100, and it was made from stainless steel.
No, it wasn't.
All right, it kind of wasn't. It actually was a resin watch with a very thin sheet of stainless steel slapped on top. Casio have re-released this watch, and let me tell you, it is fully stainless steel. This watch has the potential to not only be the best Casio release of 2023, but a watch all Casio enthusiasts should buy. And with a statement like that, we better see the watch. Oh, one more thing, wait till the end. You'll get to see my wife's first impressions of this watch. Ha ha ha! You Casio ready? Let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the A1100D-1, the re-release of the 52QS-14. And I've got to say, I am already in love with this thing. It's a Casio, but not as we know it today. When digital watches first came out in the 70s, they were all stainless steel, and this watch really does ooze those 70s while still looking a bit modern.
How does Casio do this?
To me, it does look a lot like the Seiko digital watches back in the 70s. In fact, this looks more like Seiko than Casio now. Already, I love how the brushed stainless steel of the case matches the bloomin' bracelet. We've got lovely polishing on the big giant chamfers. The radial brushing on those pushers really do come alive. And the bottom two of those four pushers that are recessed into a polished dip, well, that's just class. First impressions, you need one of these. Quick spec check. So the case from top to bottom is 40 millimeters. From side to side, it's 35. It's only 9.1 millimeters thick. So this isn't a tiny watch. This is gonna have a lot of presence, and it's gonna fit a lot of wrists. We've got a press-in case back, that's stainless steel, and the screen is protected by a mineral glass. Budget Casios under 50 bucks tend to have acrylic glass, so we are dealing with a more premium Casio. I need to talk about this bracelet because it is probably one of the best Casio bracelets I have ever seen. Yes, it's rolled links, but it doesn't feel cheap. Look at the articulation and look at the reflection of this thing. It's almost like a beads of rice bracelet, but squished. It's a bracelet I haven't seen on a Casio before, as most of the budget Casios I've been buying are more like this style. Yes, sizing this bracelet is a little bit of a pain, but once you've done it, you'll never have to do it again. We've got a push button deployant on the clasp. It's a pressed clasp, nothing fancy, but we do have 3 holes of micro adjusts. I'm a fan of this bracelet. Okay, if we look at the face, it's basically got everything I want in a Casio on it. I love it when they put gold lettering on the screen. We have it indicating the hour, minute and seconds. That WR in the top right means that this watch is water resistant to splashes. If Casio don't give you a number, don't go swimming with it. But I absolutely love the etching of indicators on the stainless steel case, something I don't have on a Casio that I own.
And I own plenty.
The module inside this watch is a 3503, and that is the same one in the re-released A100, which means you have got yourself a watch that is accurate to 30 plus or minus seconds per month, which is around about the same, if not better, as this one. Yeah, it's got a 3-year battery life. The functionality of this watch is quite basic. You've got your alarm, we've got the stopwatch to 1/10 of a second. The bottom right pusher indicates the month, the date, and the day of the week. week. The only thing I'm not massively excited about on this watch is the backlight. Me paying more premium money for a Casio, I kind of wanted to see electroluminescent on this one. As it's the same module as the A1100, we get the same amber LED light. It's not brilliant, it does a job, but I wish it was even a different color to the amber.
Hello.
On my 6.5-inch wrist, and I am absolutely in love with this watch, so much so it has not come off my wrist. It's one of the most comfortable bracelets I've ever had on a Casio. It now supersedes the A159, which was formerly the best, but this watch just makes me feel sad at why all my other Casios aren't stainless steel. I love how this bracelet reflects in the light. As Casio watches go, yes, this is quite pricey, but as watches go, it's not too expensive. But how versatile is a stainless steel Casio? It's only just over 9mm thick, so it can be worn in all situations, apart from when there's a lot of wet. Yeah, don't wear it then. Although knowing Casio, I'm sure it'll be fine. So there you go, the A1100, and I am absolutely in love with this watch. It's just Casio that I know up a couple more levels. As I said, what it does do, it makes me really annoyed that when they came out with a re-release of the CA53W in a chrome resin plating, why they couldn't make that stainless steel too. But if you made the likes of the F91W or the A168 or the AE1200, if you made a reference of those watches as stainless steel, us guys and girls would buy them no matter what the cost was. The only thing negatives I would say about this watch is the amber backlight, which is the same in your budget Casios for around £30. And also, as this is a stainless steel case, could they have upped the water resistance a bit? Now, this watch still isn't available in the UK. I think I bought this off a website called Watch Pilot, and it was around £120. And I gotta say, yes, this is damn worth it. And it's amazing how many watches Casio had back in the day that when they re-release in 2023, they still look relevant, they still look modern. Now, I haven't mentioned this yet, but this watch comes in two other variants. They are both ion plated, one's in gold and one is in black. These are a bit more expensive at the minute, but I can definitely see me adding the black one to the collection very soon. But listen, come on people, it's a Casio in a stainless steel case, and you haven't had to mod it with a stainless steel case from some other third party. Remember this reference, A1100. It's going to be here for some time, and I honestly think that it's at a price where it's a perfect stocking filler for Christmas. Not only Santa, but let your wives and husbands know about it. Here it is, my wife's thoughts on the A1100 stainless steel Casio. I quite like this. It looks retro but modern at the same time. I like it.
A Casio the wife likes, everybody. Get the champagne out.
Yes, Casio Corner is back, people. And today's shot comes from What's in the Winder. And would you believe it, the CA53W in all its glory in front of an amazing t-shirt showing off the DeLorean. Double Back to the Future loveliness. Thank you so much for tagging me in, my friend. If you'd like to be on the next Casio Corner, all you gotta do, find me on Instagram here and tag me in on your photo. Because who knows, next time, the star of the show could be you. What a show today, everybody. Calls to action. If you want to join the Mad Watch Collector channel, just click there. If you want some merch, get some merch right there. But if I've got you for a few more minutes, the most important thing I want you to do, watch this bad boy. Oh, I'm not sure what it is. It's relevant to you, but must be a Casio, eh? Oh, click it. Click it.